Hey guys, Genshin Impact's 1.3 update is finally out tonight. It's 10 p.m. EST. Open up the game. Now let's finally get into Xiao details. Let's try him out for the very first time. Hope he's good if he is. Even if not, I might just throw a 10 pull just for the heck of it. Go for his weapon banner too because the sword looks pretty good for someone like Kaching. Also, for this update, there's actually an additional thing that I missed that we can do today. Actually a new story mission. They said it would be coming out, but they didn't say the exact date. The Bough Keeper, Dainsleif, he has a new story mission. You start by talking to Catherine in Mondstadt. So that's something you can also do again. But overall, it's pretty light on content today. We're getting basically Xiao, this new boss fight over here in this little corner. It looks like, yeah, exactly what you need. It drops all sorts of materials, so you can farm this to get every single gemstone you want in the game, but I believe he's limited, as if you check the mission stuff, it actually shows up as an event, so not entirely sure if he'll stay forever, or if he's going to be some sort of permanent addition, though I believe it'll be permanent. It's just the event right now is just going to have something that gives you additional rewards, hopefully. So we have this little quest marker here. But first off, of course, what everyone is here for. We gotta find out how Xiao feels. Because we all know how his kit looks, but how does it feel when you play him? Is he awesome? Let's finally find out for the very first time. So yeah, he can use his elemental skill to quickly shuttle across the battlefield, dealing animal damage. Can be used in midair, of course. His ultimate, he summons his mask, Yaksha mask, and then he goes ham. So far, of course, just like every spear character, the auto attacks are insanely fast. Like, this is crazy attacks. And that E skill is really fast as well. You could use it midair. You got 2 charges. And I believe, check it out, on his Ascension talent, he increases the damage of other Lemniscatic wind cycles by 15%, and it lasts for 7 seconds. So since you start with 2, you could probably keep the cycle all the way up to 3 stacks for a very short duration. Here, decreases climbing stamina. He is Xiao after all. He also doesn't take damage when he plunges at all, unlike some characters who take reduced damage. Here, while he's under the effect of his ultimate, on the Bane of All Evil, he increases all damage dealt by 5%, and 5% for every 3 seconds the ability persists. Maxes out at 25, so we'll probably max out right towards the end of the skill. Look here, yeah, his ultimate lasts for 15 seconds, 18 second cooldown, 2% HP per second. I believe it was 3% in the beta. 70 energy cost is quite high though. You get Barbara as your support character. Maybe put out the heal here, does hydro damage to around people, and then you activate Xiao and do a ton of damage. See what artifacts they've given us to test him with. So 21% crit rate, 100% crit damage, and let's go going. Finally charging up his ultimate, turn on Barbara's wet status, and then go ham on Xiao's ultimate. Wow, this is actually quite insane. It's doing a ton of damage. That is actually insane. And also the animations are absolutely monstrous. It looks like they changed the effect so he can still get animal particles hitting people during his ult, but I guess that's because of Barbara's wet status. Let's try it without the wet status on characters, but these guys already naturally apply status to themselves, which is probably another reason. Activate Xiao's ultimate, proccing swirls here. Yeah, we are getting particles, so that's pretty good as well. Xiao looks quite insane. Alright, that's pretty awesome. Looks like a great character, and he comes with the Primordial Jadewing Spear as his weapon of choice, which is also on the banner. That's awesome. Now, of course, let's go try to acquire Xiao with 10,000 Primo Gems. Around 40-50 pulls, I think. But I do want his weapon as well, but I believe right now it's bugged. So if you check the history, the weapon event wish doesn't show up anything at all. So let's just give it a 10 pull for each. Let's go on the weapons first. Let's hope for the best. Yeah, of course. As expected, it's going to be purple. And what is this? Rust. Increase normal attack damage by 40%. This is pretty good for auto attackers on bow. Rust is a very nice weapon. Pretty good. You can put on an additional bow though. I do have Skyward Bow, or I think it's called. So it's a little bit less awesome, but finally, let's go for Xiao. Let's do just a single 10 pull, because I do want to see what's else and what's next. Yeah, as expected, it's just going to be a 4-star. Let's see what we get here. A lot of 3-star. Yeah, as expected, people do want stuff to be added into the 3-star pool because it's just a bunch of garbage weapons. It would be nice if we can get XP books and whatnot. Got Dragon's Bane, which I believe isn't that good. I'm gonna have to give it a look real quick. Oh, this is such a bad pull. Dragon's Bane, yeah. Damage against people affected by Hydro or Pyro. So this could be a decent weapon on characters that have permanent Pyro or Hydro status. But it has Elemental Mastery. Not really that great. Okay, how about we just do one more 10 pull, and then we'll call it that. And then we'll finally go and fight the Primo Geovishap. Again, not so great. At least give me Xinyan because I don't have her, and those are free additional pulls when you ascend the character. Alright, another Diona dupe. Oh, yes! Okay, at least we got Xinyan. That's a new character for me. You can get additional free fates by ascending characters, which is a pretty good feature. So I guess I should stop here. Let's take a look at who I have, because I do have C6 Beto, which means I don't want more. So let's look at Diona. I'm actually Constellation 4. Within the radius of signature mix, Diona's charge. Okay, that's not bad. But it does mean, yeah, rolling more on this banner is going to be very risky, especially with Kaching's banner coming up, meaning you can get Ningguang dupes and also Bennett dupes, because Bennett and Ningguang are extremely good 4-star characters. So how about we go ahead and fight the boss for the very first time. Let's see what he's all about. I believe he changes elements randomly or something, so you have to also be very careful what team you pick. If you don't want to get countered, you want to make sure you bring a diverse team. Here I have 2 Geos, and I believe he can turn on Geo mode, but as long as you have a shield that's the same type, or if it's a Geo shield, he'll take additional damage, which means this should be a pretty good team comp. And of course, like I said in my very first video, Zhongli buffs. Holy, he drops his pillar too, and also his shield's a lot better, giving you huge bonuses. It's really nice. I tested out with Ningguang, and she does a lot more damage with the Geo changes, especially with Resonance, making you reduce their Geo res by 20%. It's pretty awesome. Zhongli's shield seems to be meant for melee range characters because it does say decrease elemental and physical resistance. Let's give it a quick check what exactly it says here now. Dominus Lapidus. That's holding Geo, deals Geo damage. And where does it say? The new effect absorbs health, yeah. Drain target, does not affect damage. Where did it go? Yeah, there. Jade Shield absorbs 50% and will decrease elemental physical resistance in a small AoE. So, range characters, not so hot, but if you put it on your melee, it's pretty good. Oh, looks like we can enter the boss fight through this little new hole we've gotten. And there is our boy, the big boss. He is Electro Element this time, so let's go give it a shot. I've got my sweet Madarames. Start up this boss fight. Long slumbering Earthshaker Dragon. Oops, broke my pillar on the boss. Yeah, see, even without the interruption bonus on the Zhongli shield now, since they removed the interruption bonuses, it's still pretty nice as it's a really tanky shield, but I think those apply to just regular shields instead of Zhongli's shield, which pretty tanky. I didn't get stunned by that. Oh, that's massive damage. My Bennett's built pretty much like a pure support, so he won't be doing much damage. He is hella tanky. Yeah, this guy does a lot of damage. This is pretty tanky for a world boss. Holy. Let's hope I don't die here. Alright, you know what it calls for? When the boss doesn't take a lot of damage, you gotta use your Adeptus Temptation, giving you a lot of crit and damage. And of course, your Geo buff damage, or whatever element you're using, electro, whatnot, will boost the damage by a hell of a lot. I don't expect him to get stunned by this or petrified because it is a world boss. Comes out again. Yeah, this is a pretty good new boss. Oh, I believe that's probably the laser attack. And I got an achievement, so I think that's the mechanic where they take back damage when they hit you with the shower and you have a Geo shield on you. So, pretty nice. Makes it good that you bring Geo along. Oh shoot, and we're finally gonna be finished with the boss very shortly. The stone steel lead pillar is actually doing a decent more damage. Mine used to be doing something like 600. My Zhongli is just basically all spec in the HP because I wanted him to have like big fat ultimate, tanky shield, put on Ningguang. That's basically what we have. Leyline Blossom, 40 original resin. Let's just drop our fragile resin right here so we can get the rewards. Because you need these, this new juvenile jade thing for your Xiao. Got a 5-star. Ooh, this is pretty good. Right. That's essentially it for content. We basically only have one more thing we need to look at, which is the camera event. I believe the camera event is somewhere in here. Let's go check the event stuff. Or maybe the event starts tomorrow, so they would usually show up here on the event list. So it looks like we're going to have to wait till tomorrow morning after reset tonight to be getting the camera event. So we can go through and peruse the patch notes. We did get 600 primos with also the fixed compensation, which is very nice. And let's see, yes, new event. We're going to be getting... Where is our little theater event? It's actually pretty far. Starts 203 at 4. So yeah, it's going to be starting at reset. So essentially, if you play right now, you can fight the new boss. Pretty interesting boss. It'll be very fun to fight in co-op with your pals, I bet. And Xiao banner and a new Dainsleif story mission. Pretty interesting. That's all we got for today. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you guys next time.